over to you. Chief asked us for the big intro.
We have two guests in the studio and they are both blimmin' brilliant. One is our favourite and once did us a big favour by selling out the O2 Arena. The other is a presenter and explorer and the actual Chief Scout. So let's get ready to turn it up to the Max Edney and Dwayne Fields.
All right, gentlemen. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
Very well. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm so honoured to be sat next to Max here.
Yes, Super Max. Now, what has happened? Who wants to frame this? Max, you frame it. You kick off. Why are you both here today?
So I have been going to Scouts for the past 2 years, I think. And one of the things you get to do when you're a Scout,
Yes.
or a guide or a cub, is go to perform in a gang show. So you train for 6 months, do lots of fun with your friends, and then we all come together and perform a show at the Haymarket Theatre in Basingstoke, and everyone loves it. So on Tuesday, whilst at Basingstoke Gang Show,
Yes.
what I didn't know was I was actually being surprised by Dwayne Fields, the Chief Scout,
Woohoo!
and I was given a very special award. And it's the highest award in Scouting. It's called the Cornwell Award. And because I rode my marathon and raised lots of money, I got a Cornwell Award.
All right, so this is your cycle marathon from last year, which we talked about on the show, didn't we? Now, why is cycling a marathon for you particularly challenging for those people who don't know?
I was born with a rare bone condition called osteogenesis imperfecta, and it makes my bones weaker. It means I'm a lot more tired. I've got lots of fatigue. So doing anything particularly sporty for me is really hard to do. But I decided that because my dad's run a marathon, with my condition, I'd probably never be able to run one. But I have been able to ride a cycle marathon, so 26.2 miles on my bike around Basingstoke.
And your aim was to raise £100.
It was, yeah.
Did you raise £100?
I did.
Okay. Did you raise any more than £100?
Yeah.
What did you end up raising?
£142,000.
£142,115.61. Who gave him the 61 pence? Why not? But how did the 61 pence happen, Max?
I think most of it came from gift aid. And then
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
there was also this person that I met on the school bus.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever talked to them before.
Right.
And they had heard that I was doing my marathon in tutor time, and they gave me about 12 pence. So I think that's where the extra stuff come from.
Okay, well, I like it. And you can still donate, justgiving.com/page/Max Marathon. All right, Dwayne, when did you come onto the scouting scene? How did you come onto the scouting scene? And then we'll talk about you and Max.
So, Chris, many, many years ago, I'm not going to tell you exactly when, I was a cub. And I spent a very short time in scouting, but it was such a meaningful time for me because it was what I needed at the time. I came from Jamaica. Here's a kid who comes from rural community in Jamaica into metropolis London, and everything is different. The foods are different. I don't know how to talk to other kids because I don't know what cartoons are the best, what magazines, what comic books are the best. And I really struggled to make friends. So when I walked into that scout hut for the very first time and I could apply some of the skills I learned as a kid in Jamaica, whether it was building a toy car or making a bridge or whatever it was, an activity that involved my hands and just building stuff, I felt like I had something to offer and I loved it. I became more confident. I started to speak to people. I made friends. And for me, I've never forgotten that. And a few years ago, about 8 years ago now, I was approached by Scouts and said, would I consider being an ambassador? I thought, wow, this is a way that I can now give back. And, 7.5 years later, they asked me to be Chief Scout. And how do you say no to a request like that?
You're not allowed.
Yeah, there's no option.
You got to say, what a thing of service, though. What a great thing to be asked to do.
Well, it's amazing because I know the power of scouting. It's had a profound impact on me. Our volunteers up and down the country, I can't thank them enough because of the impact they have on people just like Max, week in, week out.
Yeah.
Equally, I think it's important that I say the one thing that we are lacking in scouting at the moment is brand new volunteers. We have so much demand. We've got over 100,000 young people waiting, and I just want to send out a message to say, listen, if you've got a couple of hours to give, consider giving it to us.
Wow. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Of course, if I'm thinking about it now, that's obvious, because I know that there's this huge waiting list. And it was the other way around 10, 15, 20 years ago. There were plenty of volunteers, but there weren't. The interest in Scouts had waned so much. And now it's the other way around, isn't it? It is so successful. It's so in demand. And so you're right. So if people want to get involved in volunteering and helping out the Scouts, what do?
Simple as going to scouts.org.uk/volunteer-leave. And that's it. We're petitioning right now to get employees 35 hours of paid leave every single year so they can dedicate it to volunteering. And I think it'd be amazing.
That's what we need to do, isn't it? That kind of stuff.
Can I sign you up?
Yeah, well, I'm an ambassador anyway.
Oh, I mean,
I've got. Did they not tell you? Did you not get the memo? Unless I've been voted out.
You've been. I'm going to see if I can get you more active.
I think I pre-ambassadored you, but I didn't want to lodge it. But now you've taken the gloves off, Dwayne.
I feel like I've started something. We've got a room full of people, and I know everyone in this room would love to volunteer.
Just rolling my sleeves up here all of a sudden. No. Of course, I will do whatever I can to help. I love it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. As Chief Scout, do you have some is it like being a member of the royal family? Do you have to go and open stuff, and do you have all these duties that you have to perform?
I have responsibilities and duties. So
nice.
I do go to new buildings. I do go to special occasions. And when I came across Max's story, I thought, hey, this is a kid who... And the thing that Max didn't tell you, while he was training for this, or in preparation for this, he'd only ever ridden 5 miles. Yeah. And when he did that, he broke, was it bones in your arms? Fell off the bike, broke bones in his arms, and then he picked himself up and said, I'm still going to do the 26.2 miles.
Of course he did.
And for that reason, I thought it's so important to go and see him.
I presume you've heard the story about him selling out the O2.
So this is news to me.
Oh my God. You want to hear this story? Vassos, tell the story. Come on.
Along with the frothy coffee man.
For people listening, this is 100% true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we decided to do a charity concert. We as a show decided to do a charity concert, and the frothy coffee man, who used to help out, still does, hired the O2. I've hired the O2 for this concert.
He just came and announced it one day.
Yeah. And Chris was like, sorry, you've done what? And he goes, I hired the O2. It's okay, we've got it. It's on a Thursday night. The O2's all ours. Bruce Springsteen moves in the next day, but we've got it all of Thursday night.
True story.
And Chris had organised some acts and stuff, and so...
I went to the toilet immediately, stayed there for about an hour, right? Had nothing left. I left nothing on the pitch. Came back and said, what do we do about this?
On the show, we're trying to... Would you buy tickets? It's all for charity. We're not making a penny. This is all great children's
We started
charities.
out, we were super confident.
Yeah. And
after about an hour...
Not many tickets were sold.
Oh, my goodness.
Less than 1,000.
Right.
Right.
Get a message from Matt.
What's the capacity of the O2, by the way?
27,000.
Oh, gosh. So we're on our way, but we're not quite there.
Not really, but thank you for being so kind.
No, we're well on our way, which is the important thing. Yeah.
Well, we're not well on our way. We're eating the elephant one mouthful at a time. We're one mouthful in. Right? We've got the rest of the elephant.
Well, barely a nibble, really.
Max sends us a message about how he's helped by Children in Need, which was one of the charities we were raising money for. And we said, well, why doesn't Max come on the show and tell us about it? Max comes on the show. 15 minutes later, the O2 sold out.
Sold out. Come on, another round.
This is what we need. Awesome.
So tell us about Tuesday. What happened?
Tuesday, I went down to Basingstoke and I watched an amazing gang show. So for anyone that doesn't know, a gang show is it's a performance on stage with dozens and dozens of scouts, and they were just amazing, singing songs, doing performances, acts. What comes to mind instantly is a chicken desk. You don't understand it. I wouldn't have understood it either.
Was there a chicken and a chicken?
There was a chicken going to a check-in desk, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
That's so funny.
But for me, it was all the people that came together to make it happen, and all the volunteers. They were just absolutely amazing.
The chicken.
Brilliant show.
Who doesn't want a chicken? Oh, and the gang show will be at Carfest. We're just hearing now. This is great.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Can't go.
All right. So then you go on stage.
So I go on stage. Max didn't have any idea I was coming. I think most people there didn't know I was going. And I went and I wanted to present personally the Cornwell Award badge to Max because of his effort. And it wasn't about the money that he raised. It's great that he raised that money for the Brittlebone Society. It was about his spirit, that real true scout spirit. Get up, keep going, work hard, support people, help each other. And I think, Max, you embody that
Beautifully
so
said.
perfectly.
Nice one,
Thank
Dwayne.
you.
That's so cool. How you doing, Max?
I'm doing very tired after we've had. How many have we had? 8 shows, I think.
That's show
so
business.
far. Then
Yeah,
we-
you want to watch the Robbie Williams documentary. Don't burn out. Jeez, whatever you do.
And then we've got another show going tonight and 2 on Saturday.
Yeah. All right, good for you. What are you doing in the show?
Because it's a variety show, I'm doing lots of singing, dancing, acting. But I've got quite a good comedy role.
All right. Are you part of
About-
the check-in chicken situation?
No, I'm not in that one.
What do you think of the check-in chicken
It's
situation?
very funny.
Of course it is. It's really funny. It's just funny.
Yeah. I've got the person who plays the chicken in my dressing room. We have a laugh every single
Oh,
show.
well, you would do, because you're transitioning with a check-in chicken person. What else do you want to talk about? Anything else you want to get out there today?
Absolutely. I just want to go back to my central point, which is Scouts is a wonderful organisation. Every single week, 500,000 young people are supported by some amazing volunteers, and the one thing that we need more of are volunteers. So please, 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 go to the Scout website and volunteer some time if you can.
And once a scout, always a scout.
Oh, absolutely.
Sign up for life, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. You'll never leave. No, it's an amazing organisation. I
All
think
right,
everyone
great.
should be part of it.
I should have worn my hoodie, then you'd have known. Ah, darn it.
I just should have known.
No, you shouldn't have known, man. It's not on you, it's on me. Max, you are my hero. You know you're my hero. You are, honestly. I out of all the people I've ever met, you are my hero.
Absolutely.
100%. And I see you brought some Maltesers and a banana in.
I have.
For the Malteser versus banana challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is
So-
healthiest.
I'm going to go with banana.
Yeah, banana just about edges it. They did. I mean, the Maltesers aren't far behind, though. No, you didn't hear the show before. Honestly, the Maltesers, they're not far behind. They are surprisingly closer than one would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm slightly reluctant to admit it on behalf of bananas. But fine.
Can I
All right.
just say, all of this is like my dream.
Yeah.
I'm a sweet fan. Chocolate,
so
sweets,
am I.
M&Ms,
I've got to
everything.
be careful with the sugar.
My
I have
goodness.
to be so careful with the sugar. Well, Dwayne, it's great to meet you. Thanks so much for being here. Please come to Carfest. You're very welcome. Do
Absolutely.
whatever you like. You know, whatever. We are in service to you. Thank you for your service, and we are in service to you. Anything we can do to help, we will do it.
Thank you.
If we can do it, we'll do it. And if we can't do it, we'll still try. Because that's how we roll here. And the Carfest Massive here. Good morning, Carfest Massive. So, Max, anything else you'd like to get out there before we part company?
I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's made all of this possible. And,
Should we give you a little bro mention?
yeah, shout out to little bro.
Cove. Let's get him in here. Let's get Cove in here. Because he's all scattered up as well today. Hi, Cove! Hey, yes! Cove, get Cove, come on. What do you want to say, Cove? Come on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah! That's all you need. All right, justgiving.com/page/Max Marathon. Steve Max has been given the Cornwell badge by the Chief Scout Dwayne Fields. Both here today to celebrate it. All right. Nice one, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Beautiful.